Hi, this is Josh from Searchers 4-Wheel Drive. And today I'm going to talk about a couple of basic off-road items. The first being lockers and what they do. The second being tires and how to pick a good tire for your off-road vehicle here in South Louisiana. So to actually show you guys what a locker will do, I volunteered to bravely drive my Jeep off-road and show you guys what actually happens when you actuate a locker. Now what you're going to see here is as I approach this hole, my front driver's side tire is going to hit a tree root. Now you got two options. You can give it more gas and see if something breaks, or in my case, simply engage the locker. Now all four tires right here are spinning and it's going to pull me up and over the obstacle. Now one thing you typically don't want to hear when you're off-roading is, "Hang on buddy, let me grab my phone, this is going to be good." What that means is that you're probably about to damage your vehicle, and then whatever video that's taken on that phone is probably going to end up on the internet, and it's probably all going to be pretty embarrassing and quite costly to repair. Now lockers will help you to avoid having to give a lot of throttle to stuck situations. They'll make it easier to navigate tough terrain. They still won't make you pick good lines like you see here as I'm trying to get out of this hole, but they will help overall with your off-road capability and really change the way your vehicle will off-road and where it will go and how easily it will go there. Alright, so being that I'm stuck, it's probably a good time to talk about tires and what they do and how they work. An MT tire typically has larger voids between the lugs so that the tires will clean out a little bit better. What that means is that if you look at my driver's side tire in the front, you'll see it's just packed with mud. In order to clean it out, you need to get a little bit of wheel speed going so that that mud will come out, the rubber will be able to grab whatever you're trying to grab and get you up and over the obstacle. Now a good MT tire will do that at fairly low speeds. And you'll see here very shortly with that front left tire, I'll give it just enough gas to clean it out a little bit right there, and it pulls me up and over. And then for some reason I decide to go right back in. Don't ask why. So as you guys laugh at me as I back in and out of this hole and get stuck multiple times, let's talk a little bit more about tire selection. Yeah, I'm always realistic about where I'm going to spend a majority of my time, and that's on the street in my Jeep. I go get groceries in this thing, I go pick up my daughter from school, and transport her around. I drive to and from work every day, and I want a tire that's going to give me good tread life. I want it to be able to perform well in wet weather conditions. I want it to not make a whole lot of noise when it's going down the road, because to me it's just annoying and then embarrassing for my daughter if I go rolling up with a Jeep that's humming around the corners. So those are all things that I consider, and you should consider stuff like that too when you're thinking about a tire purchase. Two tires that you will commonly find on my rigs, a BFG KM2 and the ProComp MT2, because their street characteristics are fantastic and their wear ability is awesome. For an MT tire, you get 40 to 50,000 miles out of them, and I honestly don't take that good a care of my tires, so that's good because it gives me that level of forgiveness from the tire that I don't have to worry about them cupping too quickly. I don't have to worry about them wearing so fast that I'm going to have to spend another $300, $400, $500 a tire to replace these things every single year. On the flip side, let's think about how well the tire performs off-road. You are buying an off-road tire, right? So I get a lot of customers that ask about, well, if I go with an all-terrain, it's kind of the best of both worlds. Well, in Louisiana, it's just not. And I can tell you that because I've been stuck with an all-terrain tire in my front yard in a residential neighborhood, and that's just embarrassing, let alone taking one out on the trail and trying to put it through stuff like this where the voids just do not clean out. It leaves you with basically a set of racing slicks trying to scoot up and down a hill, and it's just really awkward and embarrassing for everybody involved. Now, I'd like to say my opinion is the be-all end-all, but it's just not. There are other great tires out there besides the two I mentioned, so do some research and ask questions. Now, for more trail-dedicated rigs or off-road only vehicles, you can look at a tire that's built for more off-road purposes. These, I believe, are Interco IROX, and they're really designed just to take a beating, to give you the best possible traction. That means typically using a softer tread compound. Doesn't last as well on the road, but that's not really a factor when you're picking an off-road only tire. So there's a lot of options out there. One thing I can tell you is feel free to reach out to us, contact us, go to searchers4wheeldrive.com. send us an email or just call us on the phone. We'll be more than happy to talk tires with you. Other than that, you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.